Hi, welcome to another episode of the AI Workflow Lab. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about Copilot Notebook. Now, what Copilot Notebook is your AI assistant, digital assistant that can work with you on specific projects. So what it is you create a specific area in the notebook, and you have your Copilot that's sitting within that notebook space and can work with you just on those files or emails or conversations or websites specific to that project. So think of it as a more structured or controlled way to use Copilot with specific projects. Yes, we've done other Copilots, Copilot in Word, Copilot Chat, where it's searching your whole tenant, your SharePoint sites, etc. Copilot Notebook is your agent to work only on those specific files as part of your project. Don't believe me? Let's dive right in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, I know you believe me, by the way, I didn't mean it. I love you guys, but that was just my way of making a nice transition. Right, let's get to the screen. So, what you can see is when you go into Copilot and M365 Copilot, on the left-hand side, you'll see Notebook. If I was to click on all notebooks, it brings me to a landing page where you can see the several notebooks that I've created. Again, how it works, you just click on New Notebook, you give it a title, and then this is the bit where the magic really happens. So you start, depending on your project, and the files that are relevant to it. So if I'm working on a project and I just want to use AI to help me with the challenges, I can create this notebook, reference the files that are important. So if it's that one, or for example, or that one, you can see I've selected 3. I can also select SharePoint sites. So if I also need to reference a SharePoint site, or if I need to reference some OneDrive documents, again, I can do that quite easily, simply selecting them. And you'll see these files are then selected here. You can give it the notebook a title. You can give it some emojis as well. But you can give it an actual title and it'll appear. I'm going to click on cancel. I'm going to go to one that I've created previously. So once you create it, of course, it'll be here in the landing page, the notebook landing page. The one I'm going to show you here in terms of how you can see the value of Copilot Notebook is the Contoso project. So I'm working on a project, Contoso. I'll just allow this time. And you'll see, sorry, a few system settings. Let me just, go away. Go away, system settings, don't need you. Yeah, go away, right. Sorry about that. So we've got the Contoso project here. Now, in this particular project, if I go to the actual project here, what Copilot Notebook does is it does a quick summary of all the files associated with that project. So in this particular case, the reference files that I've got against the Contoso project are 5 of them. If I click on add reference, that will give me an opportunity to add more files if I want to, or I can drag and drop them as well. In this particular case though, I've got these 5 documents that are relevant. And you can see how Copilot already summarizes the notebook based on the files in there. It gives me key insights, it gives me a summary, etc. But where the real magic happens is where you can value add prompts to accelerate what you're trying to do within that project. So for example, if I type in this prompt here, summarize the key goals and deliverables of the Contoso Coffee Brand Refresh project, what Copilot is going to do is only search those reference files within the notebook and give me those insights. So you're working on a project, anything that's relevant to that project, put it in a notebook. You've got Copilot set on top and can query your data for you really quickly. So you can see it's reasoning and it's giving me the key project goals. It's giving me a description. It's giving me the source, so which documents has it referred to give me those insights and key deliverables. So it's a really nice way to stay focused, use AI just targeted to your project, your note, whatever that project may be. How about let's throw in another prompt. I'm going to show one that's even gives you the idea. Let's command copy. Sorry, I'm using a Mac, which is why I always have to call it out loud because I'm a Windows guy, but I love Macs. Because before you give me thumbs down, which I don't want you to give me thumbs down in my video, I love Macs. I just need to remember it's command copy, not control copy. Sorry about the sidetrack. Right, back to here. Look at my second prompt. Generate an action plan for executing the 3-month Contoso coffee brand refresh based on the documented deliverables. So you get my idea. You've got Notebook, you've got your documents associated with Notebook, and you're running in prompts to help you get insights on your projects, And as much as my Notebook has just got these reference files, it could be websites as well, as I showed you, and so on. So these you can see how you can use Copilot prompts to give you more insights into your project work. The other thing it does here is this overview frontier, which is basically this description here. So Notebook will always give you an overview landing page. So even before you start doing any prompts, you create Notebook, you attach the files, and immediately it will create an overview of everything that you've collated in that notebook. So it's a really good way to get started in your journey. If I wanted to create another one, I'd click refresh and it would go ahead and run it again, and that's worth doing. Suppose I add more files and more reference information, then that overview content would change. So all I'd do is click refresh, and you'll see it's going to work in the background, and it's going to give me updated key insights, updated content here because more information has been added. So again, Contoso project, it's sat over there. The other things you can do is you can give it some instructions so that, in terms of how you want it to interact with yourself. What I mean by that, I can say, tell Copilot how to respond. So you can say what I said here, where possible, create tables to display the results you present. And you can see behind there, you can see I've got some tables there. But you could do anything. You could say use bullet points in your responses and things like that. So you can refine how you want Copilot to produce the results that it shares with you when you type away with your magical prompts. What I don't know yet is whether you can have more than one line of instructions. I'm sure you can. I just put the one there, and you can see most of my prompts. Most of the results are in tabular format because I asked Copilot to do that wherever possible. I'm a tables guy. I like seeing rows and columns, a bit geeky, I suppose. But it's just easier to visualize rather than loads of bullet points. So this summary that it's done here, I'm not really a fan of this. I prefer tables, and then I can be more structured. But hey, everyone is different. Again, you just need to tell Copilot how you want those results to be presented. So Copilot Notebook is your one-stop shop to have an AI experience just specific to your projects, your documents. And again, as I said in the outlay, you can have more than one reference. You can add more references. I can use SharePoint sites. I can use files. And I can even remove, if it's no longer relevant, I could remove the reference as well, and so on. So this is how you would do it. So it's called Copilot Notebook. You will access it from this when you go into your M365 Copilot chat. You'll see it over there. That's another one I played with earlier on, called Lesson Planner, and so on. So that's all I wanted to show you today around Copilot Notebook. Nothing left to say except please like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. If there's anything else you're interested in seeing, please just put it in the chat, in the comments below. And apart from that, nothing else to say, but I will see you on another episode where I'll share with you other things Copilot and agent-wise. Till then, like and subscribe. Bye for now.